Well, here I am out at the Lingenfelter Collection, a good friend of mine, and needless to say, this is pretty impressive. We've got Ferraris, like the 599. I think that's honestly my favorite Ferrari of all of them. But then the most extravagant is the Enzo, and that is absolutely beautiful. Now, one that's near and dear to my heart is the good old F40, because I was kind of like, not a competitor, but like the Lamborghini Diablo equivalent. So, as we make our way through, you've got the good old Gallardo, a couple Porsches, which I'm not a huge fan of the Porsche vehicle, except for the GT. But then we get into some of the more eclectic and cool cars up in this front area. You've got my favorite, like, American exotic is the GT, and then the Saline S7. Now that's a very wild car by itself. And what's weird is when you see it in pictures and whatnot, and you see those two guys there, you see how wide the rear of the car is, how long it is. That's just a long, long car. So, over here is actually one of Ken's built Lingenfelter CTSVs. Now they've also brought out a McLaren. I think it was an MP12, whatever I'm not a McLaren fan either, but still, that's a pretty cool car. And just keep making our way through. Bentleys, Now over here, one of the things that cracked me up is Ken has a GTR, like my brother, but Ken doesn't have a Diablo. Now, look over here. Honestly, that is a gorgeous, absolutely beautiful Bentley. I would own that car. I would lose it so quickly. Well, Alfa Romeo, a Vector, which this is also kind of near and dear to my heart because it's built off of the Diablo frame. It's got the Diablo engine, and it's ugly as hell. I don't find that attractive one bit. But you got to respect some cars for their significance. And speaking of significant cars, yeah, that is a Reventon, one of 20. It was built in 2008, and read off the placard, but one of the few that are available to the public to see. It's built, like a F-22 Raptor. So even the interior, which I'm not going to go in there, but even the interior is all absolutely impressive. So one of my favorite parts about this is it's built off the Murcielago, but this corner right here is actually it really is a lot of the meat right there is taken out of it. So unlike the Murcielago where it's real fat in the back area here, it's actually just the lines are absolutely beautiful.